Der Thrash Metal erlebt gerade ein großes Revival und mittendrin Exodus und hier zu Gast Gary Holt, der Mastermind und Gitarrist. Yeah, hey Gary. the tour is almost sold out everywhere, huh?
Yeah, it's been awesome. You know, it's packed and people have been like wrecking shit, and it's been really good.
So it's a kind of revival, isn't it? It's not just a media hype. It's actually happening, isn't it?
You know what, the thrash metal revival?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe part of it is. I think maybe the fact that we've worked our asses off for the last 5 years might help too, you know. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know, thrash metal, you know, the kids are coming out, more younger kids, and you know, we actually have to carry more smaller size shirts now. You know, all the old guys, they just need the double XL for their like fat asses. But
yeah, but I mean, that's a good thing, that you just have the old guys, but new kids as well. Was that caused by the Hatebreed tour a couple of years ago?
Well, in the States, you know, here I think it's just, you know, I mean, we always, you know, do pretty well in Europe, yeah. But this one's been extremely well. You know, in the States, we definitely got a lot more kids, you know, because like here in Europe, the old fans will still come out to shows. They never stop going. In America, you know, they get old and lazy and they start listening to country music. And they don't come to shows.
Even in California.
Yeah, come on, the old school heads, I don't see them at shows anymore, but I see lots of like 17-year-olds.
Mm-hmm. Talking about the kids, you played with a kind of young band like 3 Inches of Blood, and you will come on tour in autumn with 3 Inches of Blood again.
Yeah.
Lee told me that you had some funny ritual on the bus. Can you give us some information on that?
Well, you know, they were...
The rookie test.
Well, they were like all in a van, you know, so... Just to, you know, to show how nice we were, you know, we'd pull one out one at a time off the van and let them ride in one of the extra bunks on the bus.
Like, here's your gold ticket.
Yeah, come on, you party, you got a bed to lay down in. There's only one thing you have to do. You have to drink the drink of doom. Just, I don't know what's wrong. Basically, it started with a beer, and then we throw in about 10 kinds of hot sauce, maybe some Parmesan cheese, maybe some coffee grounds, some whiskey, some mayonnaise, mustard, whatever's in the fridge, some hot peppers, and they have to drink it.
Lee always has hot peppers, doesn't he?
Lee always has hot peppers. And they just have to drink it. And almost every one of them vomited, like, immediately. Like, but some of them didn't. Like Brian, the old bass player from 3 Inches, we made him a demon drink, and it was based with absinthe.
Oh, my God.
And he kept it down, so... You know, it depends on how sadistic we are. Lee gets really carried away. He'll put Febreze in the shit if you let him. Mm-hmm. You know, so, laundry detergent.
After one night on the bus, did the guys ever want to come back?
Oh, yeah. Once they did it once, they're all right. You know, they passed the test. So. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talking about some nice touring stories. I remember, I guess it was last year, on the second last tour, you had some major trouble, like missing a plane and have to cancel shows. And some funny incident on the airport where Lee got way wasted. Can you tell us some stories from that?
Well, how do I make a really long story short, okay?
Just the highlights, please.
The highlights. Well, we missed the plane because our former agent didn't buy the tickets, so we had to buy them, but the bank reversed the charges on some of the tickets for some reason. Like, they said they needed approval for a dollar amount above so much, so they refunded everything up to that amount, after that amount. So we get to the airport, we don't have flights. We have 3 flights, we're like 3 of us. And so we have to get new flights, and those, we find some, we have to pay like 3 times as much, and they're 11 hours later. Well, Lee and I meet this guy, this GI dude, he's on his way to like Middle East or some shit, and he has a bottomless credit card. We go to the TGI Fridays and drink about, I'd have to say at least $700 worth of Patron tequila. Mm-hmm. I mean, we dirtied every glass in the bar. They had no more glasses. They had to come collect them from our table. We were still, by all appearances, sober when we sent a girl to the hospital. Right? We met some girl, and she drank with us for like an hour, went to her gate to go to Hawaii. It's like we drank a beer is what it feels like. We had this Iron Man ability this day. I don't know how, that we could drink that much. And we see an ambulance, a stretcher come out. It's her on her way to the hospital. Right, so 1 casualty down already. And we got like 8 hours of drinking to go. And so we just keep drinking, and we keep drinking. And like, even like a half an hour before the plane, I'm still walking outside like a half mile through security to go have a cigarette. And no problem, but we get, right before getting on the plane, we go to the bar, and we have 1 more drink. And we're talking like 3-4 finger glass of tequila. And Lee downs a whole Long Island iced tea.
Always good.
Yeah, which has like about every kind of liquor in the world in it. And so we go on the plane, and I'm just wasted. But I get to my seat, and I would have been asleep in like 2 minutes, you know, the whole flight. Just, oh. And Lee, though, comes on the plane like a bull in a china shop. He just, fuck all you motherfuckers. You leave, I love you. And he just falls on this lady, right? Just falls right on her and just laying on her. And she's so pissed. And they're not going to let Lee fly. He's too drunk. But, you know, Rob talks them into letting him fly until this lady here protested really loudly. And so then they're like, that's it. Lee's off the plane. And I get up, what? Fuck, what? Goddamn fuck. And this guy from Russia behind me tells me to watch my language because he got kids. And I turn and say, fuck you. And he hits me right in the nose. Just blasts me with a good one right in the nose. Bloody nose. I'm holding my carry-on bag, fighting this guy. And I'm
so let me guess, you were out as well.
What's that?
You were out as well on the plane.
No, but see, the stewardesses and everybody were on my side because the guy did hit me first.
Okay.
You know, he assaulted me. I didn't hit him. I hit him back. But then the cops showed up and he asked if I wanted to press charges. I said, man, no, that guy's been through enough and I deserved it, I'm sure. Let him go, and we're shit-faced taking pictures with the cops. Just, fuck you.
Does that happen quite often, or was it the one and only time?
No, but the one thing that sucked is I thought, man, we should have at least got more publicity out of that. Like, there should have been someone that had a video that should put it on YouTube. Because when we came on the plane, just, whoa, you know, Jack's totally sober. You know, Rob doesn't drink. And, you know, Paul had a couple of beers. Me and Lee, though, we spent like 9-10 hours drinking. And this kid looks up at Jack as we're like getting thrown off the plane, and he goes, what band are you guys in? And he goes, Exodus. He goes, you guys are awesome. He thought we were the best band he'd ever seen because he'd never seen behavior like that. But, you know, I think rock and roll is too well behaved nowadays anyway. Need to have a good drunken fight every now and then to make you know you're alive. Mm-hmm.